Oh, come on.
Hey, is in need of a second date update this morning. Hey, Jay.
Good morning.
Good morning. So take us from the top. How did you meet Laura? How'd the first date go and all that? And we'll see what we can do to help you here.
Well, first of all, thanks for your help. I really appreciate it.
Our pleasure.
We met on Tinder, and, I thought things were going to be, I don't know, it seemed really promising, We went bowling. I'm not like a super bowler or anything. Actually, I think it's kind of nerdy, which is why I like to do it on a first date.
Okay, it's fun.
Yeah, I like bowling.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't know somebody, it can be kind of weird to sit down and stare at them over dinner,
Right.
You like being active?
Yeah, I mean, I like to do stuff. That's what most people. I don't know. I just think that's a better first date because it allows you to, get distracted, get out of yourself.
True.
I know people who can get very antsy sitting still, especially in a kind of nervous inducing situation like a first date.
Like a first date.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just staring at each other over the pasta. I don't know you.
But I also know people who are very self-conscious when all eyes are on them. When
Right.
they're getting up to bowl, obviously you're watching them as they move through space and do something that, arguably could require some coordination.
She didn't seem like she was self-conscious. She actually did really well. She got a 250 or something.
Yeah. Oh,
wow, that's pretty great.
Yeah. I mean, you could totally learn a lot about somebody in that kind of, how seriously do they take themselves? Do they get pissed off if they throw a gutter ball? Do they over celebrate if they get
Do they walk back after they get a gutter ball and shake their hand oh man, I hurt my arm on that one. Something happened.
Yeah.
No, we had an awesome time. I mean, we went out for ice cream afterwards. It just, I don't know. This is the thing. This is why I'm talking to you guys. I can't figure it out.
Okay.
She didn't make out with me at the end of the date or anything, but she gave me one of those, deep hugs where you kind of hold on for an extra second and you're like, I don't know. I felt a connection. And that's why I need your help, I guess.
Nice.
Okay. So after ice cream, what happened?
I took her back to her car and, I was just like, hey, I hope I get to see you again. We gave each other a hug and then I just ghosted.
So you guys didn't make any plans to get together again?
No, I mean, I told her I'd call her, and she was like, cool, and everything, and I did. I called her once. I didn't call her a bunch and creep her out or anything. I called her one time, sent her a text. I didn't get anything else, and I was like, okay.
Huh.
Yeah.
Nothing weird happened on the date, did it?
No, I mean, I've been over it a couple times in my head. I don't think so, but I obviously I may have overlooked something.
Right.
Okay.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll try to call Laura and just hear her out, ask her about her bowling skills, what her favorite flavor of ice cream is, and if she's open to seeing you again. All right?
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll do it next. The second date update continues here. Jeff and Jenn, Cincinnati's Q102.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
Cold weather is coming. Shut it out with new windows from Universal Windows Direct. Hi, Tim. Right now, buy one window, get one free. They also do siding, roofing, and doors. Call 513-755-1800. Check out uwdsouthwestohio.com.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
All right, so Jay met Laura on Tinder. They got together for a bowling date. How can you not have fun bowling, even if you suck?
Yep.
Everybody's having fun bowling.
That's right. Have you ever gotten your finger stuck in the hole, though?
Well, not yet.
That hurts.
Really?
That's smart.
Yeesh.
Yeah, make sure the hole's big enough for your finger.
You didn't get the right size ball.
Yes.
So after that, I guess she's a pretty good bowler. He said she bowled 250, and what's a perfect bowling score? Is
300.
300.
Yeah.
250 is really good.
Yes, it
Really
is really good.
So then they went and they got some ice cream and everything seemed to be going well. He said, hey, I'm going to call you. Let's get together again. She was like, cool. And when he did, nothing, not a hey, not a hello, not a hi, not a who dis, nothing. And
Not
here
a
we are. How
howdy?
long has it been?
It's been 2 weeks now.
Yeah. So it's time to call, and we're going to call Laura if you're ready, unless there's anything else you thought of that you want to add to the story that you think would be helpful.
No, I mean, regardless of how this goes, I want to improve. I did something weird. I want to know about it.
Yeah.
Fair
so
enough.
you don't do that again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi, Laura.
May I ask who's calling?
Yes, it's Jeff and Jen at Q102.
Hi.
Is this Laura?
Oh,
That sounds like such a letdown.
Oh my gosh. Oh man.
Sorry to disappoint.
Oh.
Wow. This is second day update, isn't it?
You got a few minutes?
Oh wow. Wow.
That's the most wows we've ever gotten.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
I'm not quite sure how to take that.
God. I mean, this is gonna sound.
Don't
I'm gonna
feel
sound like a
self-conscious
jerk.
because you went bowling with a guy.
Yep.
I did.
Kind of sounds like you spanked him,
Yeah, it
too.
sounds like you're a pretty good
We didn't
bowler.
find out what his score was, but we heard you bowled at 250.
Oh gosh. Yeah, I did. I don't know. I was with my dad a lot growing up, so it was. Yeah.
Wow.
Bowling's a.
Yeah, it stuck
Yeah.
with you. So, anyway, he called us and told us about this great date you had. He had a lot of fun. He really enjoyed hanging out with you. And he was left with the impression you were open to seeing him again. You seemed very down for that. And then when he
Okay.
tried to reach out and set up a second meetup, you went silent. So has an ex come back into your life? Did something happen? Did
No.
he say something mean or rude or disgusting that offended you?
No, he was really nice. I'm going to sound like a jerk, but this is just, I realized this about myself. I realized my wants and my needs. And I feel bad. I should have maybe communicated this. I thought time passing would have done that, but it didn't.
So what? You need someone who bowls better?
You need a better bowler.
No, I don't. No, I saw his pictures on Tinder, and he had a lot of shirtless stuff, which is great. I love shirtless and non-shirtless, but what I really liked is that they were all very sporty and athletic.
Wait, he had shirtless pictures of himself on Tinder?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was the thing. I thought that was
yeah.
just something like, bros did. I didn't know that was.
I mean, I think it's like one of those things, like if you got it, flaunt it kind of thing. And I think he had it. And
He had it or has it?
no, I spoke correctly the first time. That's why I sound like a jerk. I would love to be his friend. We really got along, but I know what I am attracted to, and I know I am a gym rat. People call me that, but like that's kind of for my mental health. It's kind of my whole way of life. I'm in the gym nearly 6 times a week. I am always doing something. It's just really who I am, and I'm really looking for someone with like the same values. And I have a whole ton of people in my life that are not that, but that is really important to me. And he showed up, and it just he just wasn't there. He just wasn't there where he was in those pictures.
So what were these just old pictures, Jay?
Oh God!
Hey.
Oh my God!
You know what?
That's
I have to
fine.
be honest. I totally understand. Like, if I had to meet up with somebody and they didn't look like their pictures, like, that would have upset me too. I just wish you had told me, like, I had some personal stuff go on this year. I definitely put on another 20, and I didn't even think about it because I'm just trying to get over that. It's funny. After our date, I actually got upset by it, and it put me back in the gym. So, like, now I'm back dieting again. I've been running. I've been hitting the trails, and I'm working out again now. I'll be back to that shape in a few weeks.
You'll
But,
probably
like,
be
I just
back to
went
that
through
shape in 5 minutes. You're a man.
Well, I went through a tough patch, and like sometimes you fall off the horse, but you just got to get back on. And I did. This day was kind of a catalyst for that. So
Yeah, but they couldn't have been that long ago. How old are those pictures?
they're from last summer. I just
Yeah.
I went through a rough patch.
Yeah. Well, the winter it's easy to pack on some pounds in the winter, and if you don't
You can get that back.
get right on there, 20 pounds.
I've already lost 5 of them, so I'm on my way. I'm working pretty hard at it. I just didn't know this was like the thing.
Yeah, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, how do you feel about that being the thing? Because, you don't know what's going to happen as you age and your metabolism slows down. And
Are you calling me old?
no, but you will be someday.
I mean, do you want to spend, 5, 6, 7 days a week in the gym? I mean, are you the same kind of intense gym rat that Laura claims to be?
Here's the thing: is like I'm actually really lucky. I don't have to do that. It's my diet. It's bread. It's sugar. It's like pizza. If I just keep my diet strict, I actually it's pretty easy to maintain. So, in all seriousness, like that's where I need to be anyway. So maybe this is just a good wake up call for me. I'm sorry.
Why are you apologizing? You didn't do anything wrong.
Well, one could argue that he didn't put updated pictures, that it was a misrepresentation.
I see. Yeah. Well, we hear men complain about that all the time.
Yeah, we do.
And I try to be, stuff that's not like more dated than 3 months. So there's a lot of baggage coming in because other people have done this. Also, I think it's great that you're going back, but I want you to go back for you. I don't want you to go back for me. I want it to be, and I'm
never going to hear from you again. So I'm already
Well,
back,
it's also that's kind of, I don't know. I find it kind of difficult to tell someone something that specific up front because it does sound not great. So I was just like, I can't. And so I didn't.
Sometimes people need to hear it. I don't know.
Yeah, but that's getting really personal, and we just met. And I don't know. I'm sorry.
Listen, I didn't mean to misrepresent myself. I just, Anyway.
Sometimes, if people are funny too, like with their own weight. Like I know people who could pack on 20 pounds and be like super aware of exactly where each pound landed on them.
Oh, thanks for thinking about me that way.
It's like, oh my God, I got a half an inch on my ass and a quarter of an inch on my the top of my arms. And there are other people who could put on 20 pounds and not even really notice it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not like a huge, giant, 6'5" dude. So it kind of shows. And, I'm aware of that. And I don't feel like my best self. And that's why I went back to the gym anyway, regardless of how this turned out. But I'm on my way. And, yeah. We go through stations in life. It's hard.
Yeah.
So where are we here? I'm confused. Are they talking about maybe getting together then again? Or
I don't think so, no.
No. All right.
I mean... I think we should stay in touch. If you want to go on a hike, I'd love to go on a hike with you.
Absolutely.
I like doing activities. I like bowling.
Yeah, and we'll pay for the hike.
We'll pay for a picnic basket. We'll give them a Kroger gift card, and somebody can pack a picnic basket full of fruits and vegetables.
And protein bars and things.
A picnic basket.
I'll do the carrots.
Sounds like a
Thanks,
plan.
guys.
Yeah, I think that'd be great.
Okay. All right,
Oh,
thanks.
that's awesome.
All right, we'll take it. Thank you, Laura, for taking the call.
It's all about learning how to communicate. So, Sure. Thank you.
Always. Jay, don't hang up. We're going to talk to you off the air and get this set up.
Cool. Thanks a lot, you guys.
Thanks for coming on Second Date Update. You bet. Hang on.
All right. If you need a little help with the Second Date Update, we are taking appointments. So you can go ahead and send us an email, Jeff and Jenn at WKRQ.com.
Let's see here. 7:32. Okay, so shop till you drop is over. We cleared the board yesterday.
I know. How about that?
Round 8 is complete. And so congratulations to our winner.
Yes, I have to pull her name back up. I already forgot it, but I'll tell you what, man, she racked up.
Did a
Did you
number.
say it was like 16 different gift cards?
Yes, I was going to say it was like 16. I was reading it this morning. She won 16 different gift cards. Her name was Pam Beavis of Cincinnati.
Good for
That's
her.
pretty darn good.
I mean, could you imagine all the people you could knock off your list?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Kroger.
Yeah.
Right?
Or just what a wonderful time you can have with yourself.
True.
Either or.
Yep. So that's good news.
Have you guys been
Happy for
hitting
her.
that gift certificate kiosk at the Krog?
Big time.
Me too. I went over the weekend because I was trying to figure out, our teacher presents. And because, we have a dance teacher, a gymnastics teacher, and then our regular teacher. And then she has a daycare teacher because she goes to before and after school. Mm-hmm. So I bought 7 Amazon gift cards over the weekend.
There you
wow.
go.
Yeah, because I'm like, you know what? They don't want a candle or a mug or a lotion.
Well, Cards by Jacob has these incredible 2023 calendars that make perfect gifts for teachers. Friends, family, everyone on your list.
Check out my Etsy page, Cards by Jacob.
With
Jacob
a K.
We need to get you a mom and pop spot.
I know.
You're not good. T-shirts, hoodies.
I know. She's
Coloring
doing all
books.
right for not spending a dime on advertising. That's pretty good. Weather-wise, mix of sun and clouds. With a lot of those clouds on the increase late this afternoon, we'll see a high around 40.